Hello there. My name is Rachel. The first time seeing my channel, usually review cartoon series, anime series, or something completely random. And today we'll talk about a film called The World Bubble Up Like a Soda Pop. This is an animated film come out back in 2020, but was sort of delayed because of the pandemic and given to Netflix to distribute. Well, right now, 2021, because they couldn't really do anything with it. But other than that, this film is sort of worth watching or not. I have to say, it depends on you. It's one of the films is not bad. It's actually charming, sweet, and adorable. But at the same time, doesn't mean it's a good film because some people don't like romantic films. So if you're the type of person who don't like romantic films or don't like the realism, because this movie starts more like a realistic kind of portrayal of life and take a sweet time to do something, and it's just sort of understand the characters the first 30 minutes. After that, the movie actually starts. Yeah, it's one of those films that you have to be a little bit patient, but it's one of those that I kind of glad I was patient because it was kind of charming and interesting. Now, the story of this film is basically about two main characters, one called Cherry, the other one called Smile. Now, Cherry is sort of a kind of quiet teenager working in a mall, take care of the elderly, but he really doesn't have a strong confidence personality. He has issues talking to people. In fact, he sort of hides himself with his own headphones, pretending they're turned on so he doesn't really talk to people because he's sort of distant till he meets Smile. Smile is a popular web streamer who like has a lot of bubbly emotions. She talks a lot, but at the same time, she's sort of ashamed of her teeth. She have this sort of buck-tooth teeth that she's ashamed on. But at the end, it's not. She doesn't look ugly or anything. She's okay, but of course, she's a teenager and kind of all this sort of kind of flaws you see in yourself that you don't like, but at the very end, it's not really that problematic or anything like that. You just, you that sort of age, like you feel you're too tall, too fat, too skinny kind of mentality. Yeah, I fall into that. But both of them sort of bumped into each other by accident and they dropped their phones. Now they're trying to pick the phones and they picked the wrong ones and they walked away, realizing they got the wrong phone. This is the point both of them are trying to look for each other to get their phones back. But you think that's the whole story? Not really. They have other plot stories to connect their main story because the first time they met again, they switched their phones. They just sort of talking after that, just walked away. But they bump to this old man who is basically looking for his disc. This sort of music thing he has, he needs it to hear his uh a song. He needs this song. I won't ruin it because it's sort of sweet, but at the end I could leave it like that. But that's why it's Cherry trying to help him find his sort of music disc. And on the way, Smiles realizing maybe she can help. And that's how sort of the romantic relationship sort of starts, helping this old man find his disc and understand why he's so special to him. And at the same time, you see Smiles and Cherry kind of understand who they are in their relationship and their sort of tense understanding their own flaws that just something in their heads. And that's it for a nutshell. It's basically the story is that simple, but it's something I kind of not really fully recommend. The only time I recommend if you like romantic, slow pace, kind of realistic depiction of life. If you do like this type of films, I do recommend. If you don't, stay away. Now, for me, I enjoyed. I like the animation was pretty good. The music were great. The voice acting was good, actually, very surprisingly good. But much of that said, I think the most interesting part about this is the location the old cast go into the mall. For a second, I thought they were like in Canada or America because usually every time I see a Japanese animated film, you understand this is a Japanese location. And this one, for a few seconds, I was sort of scratching my head, like, am I confused? Because I'm not really used to this sort of style of making the film in the mall, like that's more like a Western kind of thing. So I'm sort of surprised they decide to make a movie about a mall. So yeah, but besides that, I think the movie's greatest strength is the mystery of the disc for the old man. They understand how the past, how it was before and after, and understand the old man. He helped him to find his music, and I think that's the basically the jewel of the whole film to understand in this mystery. But once more, it's not a great mystery. It's interesting, but not fascinating. Out of that, I liked all the characters. Cherry Smile was very interesting characters to look for, but nothing amazing. The side characters was great. The animation was good, and I really got nothing else to say. It's just a very charming kind of film if you like romantic sort of comedies. Other than that, I got really nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.